Science has made remarkable progress in recent years. People and information cross national boundaries, but cause unrest at the local level. Will human beings be able to control AI, or will it come to control us? Is science a tool for international contention rather than a common good shared by human? How can we use science to lift up and unite people on a global scale? These interdisciplinary dialogues will offer diverse perspectives to help shape her future for the better. Tokyo Forum 2021, Science and the Human Mind.
Welcome to Tokyo Forum 2021, hosted by the University of Tokyo and the Chei Institute for Advanced Studies. I am Yamamoto Miki of NHK World Japan, and it's an honor for me to serve as your Master of Ceremony. Now, Tokyo Forum, as many of you already know, is a meeting place for people in academia, government, business, NPOs, and numerous other fields from all over the world. It's a place where participants can freely share and sharpen potential solutions to global problems and help shape the future of our world and society. The theme of this year's forum is Science and the Human Mind. Science, of course, has made remarkable progress in recent years, and our lives have become increasingly convenient. But the irony here is that in some ways, people are feeling a bit overwhelmed and there's anxiety growing. And that is causing some to embrace nationalism and science to become a tool for international contention. So the question is, how can we develop science not to divide us, but to unite us on a global scale? And that's the multifaceted question we like to explore during this two-day forum with all of our guests from diverse fields of study. So let's get started. First, we'd like to invite FUJII Teruo, the president of the University of Tokyo, for some opening remarks. This year, the university announced the UTokyo Campus, a statement of guiding principles under the title Into a Sea of Diversity, Creating the Future Through Dialogue. So, President FUJII, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Miki-san. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. I am FUJII Teruo, President of the University of Tokyo. On behalf of the co-organizers, the University of Tokyo and Chei Institute for Advanced Studies, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to Tokyo Forum 2021. We have over 40 speakers from all over the world, representing many areas, including policy making, business, the nonprofit sector, and academia. We have more than 8,000 registered viewers from around 110 countries and regions. And I would like to thank each one of you for joining us today. Tokyo Forum started in 2019 with the support and collaboration of Chei Institute for Advanced Studies in the Republic of Korea. We intend to hold this forum every year for at least 10 years under the overall theme of shaping the future. Although the ongoing pandemic prevents us from seeing each other in person this year, I firmly believe that through this online format, we will be able to hold discussions that are just as meaningful. This year's forum focuses on science and the human mind. Science has shown remarkable development in recent years and has made our lives increasingly convenient and efficient. Ironically, however, we also feel more anxious in some ways as a result of scientific progress. The increase in contacts outside of our comfort zone through the cross-border flow of people and a constant, sometimes excessive, influx of information make many people uneasy. There are many urgent concerns that need to be addressed by people of all generations throughout the world, including social divisions based on nationality, race, gender, religion, and income, climate change, global environmental issues, threats to sustainability, cyber attacks, fake news. The list goes further on. As discussed last year's Tokyo Forum 2020, scientists continue to warn that our activities are pushing our planet's system beyond its limits and causing it to irreversibly lose its resilience. At the recent COP26 in Glasgow, world leaders discussed measures based on international collaboration. And the outcome document formed up the global agreement to accelerate action on climate during this decade. The University of Tokyo also takes the global climate crisis very seriously, and we have decided to take part in Race to Zero, which was launched in June 2020 by the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, a global campaign for zero carbon recovery and sustainable growth. Only with collective action and leadership from governments, academia, the private sector, and civil society will we be able to stop and reverse the destructive impacts of the climate crisis, help drive economic recovery from COVID-19, and solve many other pressing global issues. I truly believe that a key to confronting many of the challenges we face today is dialogue. In fact, as president of the University of Tokyo, I have recently released UTokyo Campus, a statement of the guiding principles and ideals of our university, where I prioritize the significance of dialogue. Dialogue is not just a discussion or exchange of information, but it is a practice of trying to know something unknown and learn from each other. The ability to formulate questions, which universities foster, is essential for the beginning of dialogue. But dialogue will not deepen if we only ask questions. We also need to listen to diverse voices and develop the ability to ask questions. By facing problems together and interacting through dialogue, we can foster mutual understanding and trust based on seeing together, feeling together, and thinking together. In order to envision a future created by diversity in this way, we must have a keen sensitivity to the unreasonableness of injustice and discrimination, as well as to the existence of socially vulnerable groups. And we must take a proactive stance in confronting these issues. Universities have an important role to play in nurturing people, as well as in producing outstanding academic knowledge and responsible research. Universities are a place for forging connections, not only within academia, but also among governments, corporations, civic organizations, and many others. These connections allow people to share issues and develop guideposts for overcoming global issues based on multi-stakeholder collaboration. That is why we are now striving to create places for dialogue and collaboration among the people with diverse backgrounds beyond our university. This Tokyo Forum has great significance as just such a place. During this two-day forum, experts from all over the world will discuss how scientific progress and technological innovation have created a gaping digital divide and new anxieties and mistrust. This situation exists not only among individuals, but throughout all levels of society. We will discuss how the limits of capitalism make our life less sustainable. And we will also look into the relationship between our well-being and the revolution taking place in artificial intelligence. There will be a discussion session as a follow-up to the last Tokyo Forum in 2020 to assess the progress or lack of it toward safeguarding the global commons. We will attempt to shed light on the complex relationship between science and the human mind through dialogue from multifaceted perspectives. I am excited to learn what kind of future the panelists will show us through this dialogue. The Tokyo Forum is an ongoing international forum and will be held throughout my 6-year term as president. I look forward to strengthening the relationship between Korea and Japan through this forum and to continuing our dialogue with our panelists and audience. In closing, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Mr. Che Tae-won, chairman of SK Group, and Mr. Park In-kook, president of Che Institute for Advanced Studies, for their continuous support in organizing the event. I hope that you all enjoy the Tokyo Forum 2021. Thank you very much.